What is up, YouTube? It is another beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I hope every single one of you on the other side of the screen is doing phenomenal. And I wanted to show you guys something. So a lot of times I feel when people make YouTube, they think they have like the fancy equipment. So I use my phone and I have this nice little stand. Look at that. And then I have my computer with my notes or whatever for the video, and then on a chair with some blankets. It's perfect. It's perfect. But for now, let's dive into the video. All right, y'all. Hey, hope we are doing just phenomenal on the other side of the screen. We're gonna dive right into recreating yourself. Now, I touched a little bit on this in my previous video. So if you guys are interested in thinking forward, the video will be right here at the end of this one. Definitely worth a watch if you want to just continue to have a different mindset and grow deeper into becoming the best version of yourself. So what is recreating yourself? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to start with a little example. So imagine you have this ball of clay right here. It can be whatever you want, right? And this is you. This is you now, this idea of being this clay that can be morphed into anything. And 2 years ago, you could have been something else. So this clay can become a vase, a bowl, whatever. But depending on your hands being the environment you surround yourself with, that is what you start to blend and create yourself into if you allow it to. The person you were 2 years ago, the person you're going to be 2 years from now, is not the current person you are now. And I think that's very important to look at and reflect within yourself. You define what being yourself is at any given moment, and it's relative to your personal condition and environment. But you must be the master of your own image rather than letting others define you. I feel that's very important, especially with today, we have society, right? You have your parents, you have your own self-doubt, and this idea of everything around us telling us what we need to be and how we need to operate, rather than taking a step back, reflecting, and truly tapping in with your own subconscious mind, trying to pinpoint what do I want out of life? What does my life look like? Just my own thoughts. Right? The issues with people today, why they're so lost in a sense, is due to not having a solidified answer. And I don't think you should have it figured out. I'm 21, I don't have it figured out. I've seen 30-year-olds who don't have it figured out. That is not what I'm getting at. I think it's just having this idea of what brings you fulfillment. What is the point of life if you can't balance challenge and enjoyment? And I think it's a nice little toss-up. Because like YouTube, as much as charismatic as I may seem on the screen, some days like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to come up with like the chart. I don't want to say something that could get me in trouble. But I realize like I have value to provide. I need to do this. An easy way. And How to Beast, I don't know if you watch him, but if you do, he had a really good video just recently that I actually was thinking about how it correlated to this, about how he didn't want to do YouTube every day. He would correlate it with, I have my pre-workout, I have to go to the gym. And like for me, I enjoy taking my pre-workout. So if I take pre-workout, I'm going to the gym. It's this idea of embracing the suck in one way, getting something, enjoying out of it. And I think that's kind of where I also stand, where in life, it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows, but how can I make something to look forward to every single day? It's allowing yourself to prioritize this idea of growth, but also still remaining true to yourself and keeping that inner child alive. So I'd like just to add on, the character you have been isn't necessarily who you are. So maybe you just give in to the way of your friends and your peers. Your past, you have listened to your parents, your teachers, or your peers, and they did help shape you into the person you are now. And I don't think you should discredit that. I think you should just definitely look within yourself and be like, okay, what out of all these benefit me moving forward? Or what did I learn from the way they handled certain situations that I can benefit from in a way to help me grow? You have the power to become the character you desire to be. You are the artist creating yourself. You are your Bob Ross right here. You are designing every single day who you want to be. Putting that down in words, affirmating it to yourself, trusting in yourself. Get rid of that self-doubt, even though it's still there, and you're still gonna have it. It's the idea of like, no, this is just a negative thought that doesn't need to stay here. Self-conscious mind is always there. You're always thinking, you're always aware that you can create yourself into your own liking. One is going to save you to accept yourself. I think that's very important. That's something that I had to reflect on a couple years ago. I was like, you've always had your parents to rely on, and like they would always be there for you. But the second you're thrown into the fire, figure it out yourself. That's where like growth is, and I think that's why it's so important to leave an environment for a while and just to truly see like, okay, is this who I am, or is this what my environment created me to be? And it comes down to self-control, adapting to the environment you're faced with. And I kind of just leave it on that, keep it nice and short, this video, and realize that you are not just stuck. If you feel helpless or stuck, you're like, but I have to work this job. I have to stay here. Like you don't have to do anything, you know. Mind you, if you have a family, you keep them at the forefront too. If you're single, like I'm single, you have this extra little freedom because it's just on me. I don't have other people to look at. You must be willing to adapt and overcome. The only way to recreate yourself is to throw yourself just into the fire. Get after it. Don't hold yourself back. Just go for it. You know, make the choice of doing something challenging. Even if you don't like it, just remember, you're gonna keep growing, keep evolving. Part of life, it's what creates us into the individuals we are at the end of our lifetime. Would you rather just be on your deathbed telling your grandkids and kids, like, yeah, I'm grateful for the life I had and I have no regrets, or man, I wish I would have done this, I wish, instead of just being like, I'm glad, you know, I did that, I cooked, I let God cook. That'll be it for the end of this video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.